was born in Afghanistan in 1995. During that time, there was war between Afghanistan and different countries, and that affected my brain. And because of war and there was so much noises, my brain was damaged. I came to London from Afghanistan in 2001 for better life and better education. At primary school, they noticed that I had the difficulties learning, and they put me through this hospital, and they checked on me, and I went through different criteria and different levels of tests, and they realized that I had disability, learning difficulty, and they had two options: whether there was surgery my brain, or have in-class support. So during my primary, secondary school and college, I had in-class support where they helped me with written skills, writing, and they gave me a lot of support in terms of like my college work. They told me how to do work and step by step, and through the years I was successful, getting good grades, and I was doing well in terms of my written skills and my practical skills. Over the past few years at Haverstock School, during the GCSEs, I've chosen BTEC Media, and through that time I've enjoyed film industries, and I really like how to do practical work using my hand, filming a lot of different things. Nikki Hayden, and she gave me a job. She introduced me to some company called Kajima Community, which is run by Haverstock School in weekends and sometimes in weekdays. So I got that job, and I'm doing a lot of cleaning, opening the gates and closing the gates for people to come in, and on weekends. Especially from 8 o'clock in the morning till like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm always outside looking after the kids. And so I wake up around 5 o'clock in the morning, get ready, get dressed, and go to work at 10 p.m, 6 p.m, 5 p.m, depending on the schedule of the events and the day. When I came to West Thames College, HNC and HND created media production for 2 years. I found it very difficult. In-class support stopped working for me because the student finance did not pay for for the teachers to help me out, and that made my levels go down. And because nowadays we always have to write a lot of essays and a lot of presentations, so you have to write so much words that my English written skill is not really good. I tend to miss a lot of things personally in terms of watching football, wrestling. I love football, Champions League, Premier League, Spanish League.
I've known Mansour since he started at Haverstock in 2006, I think it was, in Year 7. He was a very shy, quite quiet young man then. Obviously found it very difficult settling into school because it was all quite new to him. And he had quite a lot of difficulties with his language and communication and socialising with his peers. But he got on extremely well with adults right from the start. We gave him a lot of support in school through the special needs department, with some teachers working with him constantly and quite intensively, helping him with his literacy and helping him to develop more confidence with his social communication. And he always, in fact, got on very, very well with adults. So much so that it wasn't long before he started volunteering in the school. He could be found any occasion, after school, lunch times, when anything needed to be done, helping out with members of staff, helping out with parents' evenings, helping out with all events and activities. I don't think I've ever come across anyone who was so positive and so committed, and it didn't matter how long it took and how much time he was expected to stay. He would volunteer and say he would stay right to the end of any event in order to help clear up. We used to joke that he was an extra member of the site services team because he did as much work as they did. And during this time, as things were happening like this, he was getting much more confident in terms of his work with the curriculum, and partly because of the support he was getting, so that his English, his use of language developed, and he did well in terms of his exam results, in terms of his GCSEs, but I think realised at that point that he was very good at practical work, and that practical work rather than essay writing was going to be the direction that he wanted to go in. One of the things that we were able to do, because he did so much extra work and volunteering and was in fact recognised for this in terms of getting citizenship awards both in school and out of school, we were able to suggest to him that he could get a job with Kojima community, who own the school, and they very happily took him on as an extra person to work at weekends and in holidays as paid employment. And I think again that has helped a great deal with his confidence. It's remarkable to me now, seeing him and seeing what he's achieved compared with that young man, that little boy who came in year 7, to see how far he's gone and what he now is able to do, and amazing to see the practical and technical skills that he has now as a result of the courses he's done since leaving school. So I'm really very, very impressed with the way he's turned out, and wish him all the best for the future.